My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we're asking, what does your person want you to know? I know some of you are in no contact, in separation. This is a twin flame reading, but it may also resonate for higher level soulmates as well. Okay, once you're attracted here, the whole message may not be for you, but most of the message might be for you. So we're gonna ask what do they want you to know. As you guys know, I'm on vacay, doing Euro tour, in Rome today. Roma. So, I'll be using the Illuminati tarot. Okay, bad joke. Okay, I'll stop. All right, let's see what they want you to know. Underneath the deck, we have luck. Okay. And here we see a woman. She's tall in her garden. She's cultivating love. She's quite happy to be alone and by herself. She does not look lonely. Everything around her is verdant. Everything is blooming. And there's the sun shining on her. And this is how your person sees you, you know. Well, no matter what is happening in your life, this is how they imagine your life is going. They think that, you know, it's all coming up roses for you. That everything you touch turns to gold. Everything that you are associated with blooms. They think that you are living the life. Okay? The sun is shining on you. They feel like you have the favor of God, Goddess, universe, whatever, ancestors, whoever or whatever you believe in, higher mind, higher consciousness, you make it personal to you. They think that you have the favor and that you are a lucky person. And they also think that they are lucky. That they know you. Okay, all right, let's get a significator for how they're looking at you, how they're feeling towards you at this time. Something that encompasses everything that they're feeling. Oh Lord. And because it seems so free, they feel like they have to control you. All this freedom that you are enjoying, this life that you're enjoying, it makes them very nervous, very antsy, and they feel like they need to control you and regain control of the situation. All right, so how do people regain control of a situation? Well, they might go back to little ego tactics. They might not talk to you, okay? Ghost you, stonewall you, might try to dictate the flow of the relationship. They contact you when they want. They might play little mind games just to see where you're at, so that they can get reassurance. Okay, they might even try to control people's perception of you. Okay, they might try to control you through sex. They might try to control you financially if you guys are together. They might try to control you reproductively, right? Keep you home barefoot and pregnant kind of thing. But this person wants to control you because they learned growing up, this is what you do to the things and the people who they learn were also things. This is what you do to protect them, but also to prevent them from abandoning you. So all this freeness that you are enjoying is triggering their shadow side. Okay, and specifically an abandonment wound with their mother. This is what they're dealing with now. It's an abandonment wound with their mother. What is that making me remember? I was listening to that guy. Remember the same guy that I always read from Instagram? What was that? Maybe, was it 2 days ago? Maybe even yesterday. And he was talking about the mother wound. And the mother wound, and he's trying to encapsulate it and saying that the mother wound is a relationship that you have with yourself because of the relationship that you have with your mother. So what your person learned from their mother is that the things you love, the people you love, you control them. So we're dealing with someone, okay, and then the alarm went off. Right, so we're dealing with someone who's a control freak. The things that they care about, that they control. The people that they care about, they control, because that's the lesson that they learned. Okay, right here. Lesson number 5, that's the Hierophant. And they learned from who? Their mother. Number 3, who's the Empress. Okay, that's the lesson that they learned from their mother. That you control the things and the people that you love. That things and people, they are both your property, and you control them. So right now, you are their property. So we still have a lot of egoic, patriarchal thinking there, that you are their property and they must control you. Okay, instead of setting you free. All right, let's see what else they have to say. What does your person want you to know right now? I'll drill down into their feelings, but what is the most important message that they want you to know right now? Underneath the deck, Page of Pentacles. Okay. However they might be behaving, they do want to reach out, and they want you to know that they consider you to be a friend. And there's not many people in their life that they say they are friends with that they're really friends with. A lot of the people that they say that they're friends with are really acquaintances. They do not trust these people, but they trust you. Okay, and it's a very childlike trust. And that, you know, childlike trust is the trust to all. This is before your first heartbreak, right? You don't know that people are going to betray you. So this person really trusts you, and they want you to know that you are their friend. All right, what do they want you to know? Empress in reverse. Right, so that is the distorted feminine. So they want to talk about either, we're going back to that same mother wound, but it's all connected anyways, even if it's not the other thing, or a karmic in their life, which might be their mother, or it might be a intimate partner. But both of them are, the mother and the intimate partner, are the same personality, right? That's the person's karmic. All right, the mother is the first karmic, and then, you know, the intimate partner is the same personality as the mother. So they want to tell you about this mother wound. Empress in reverse. Hierophant in reverse. I'm feeling like a lot of unlearning trying to happen here. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And the Emperor in reverse, who is a control freak. All right, so all the control freaks are out here. What am I getting from this? Yes, they do want to tell you about this mother wound, but they also want to tell you that their father wasn't any different either. He just controlled in a different way. All right, so we have, I feel here, a control freak, right? This is controlling emotionally. And I feel here a control freak here, an iron fist, or someone who controlled by their absence. Okay, so they want you to know that this is a lesson that they are trying to unlearn. Okay, and they have recognized that this is why their relationships, we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse here, which is a card about codependency, why their relationships have been so codependent and toxic. And they have tried time and time again to recreate this relationship with you, this toxicity that they have in all their other relationships. They have tried to create that with you, but you have been tailor-made not to fall into that particular paradigm. Okay, you have been tailor-made to force them to face the shadow instead of you conforming and being molded into something that they can control. You cannot control them, and that is why you are their biggest challenge and also their biggest fear, right? They cannot control you, and they've learned from both parents that they need to control in order to feel safe. So they want you to know that this is something that they are learning, and it's a slow process, right? And when they feel triggered, it's going to be their go-to. They're going to go into default mode, right? Return to factory settings. They will return to factory settings. But it's not going to be for a long time. And each time is going to be shorter than the last time. So if your person is highly triggered right now, do not be surprised if they return to factory settings, because that is their go-to. It's something, it's a defense mechanism. Don't even know it's happening. Okay? So anytime they're going to they face a big trigger, they're going to go to return to factory settings. So for some of you guys, your person is returning to factory settings right now because there's some kind of big trigger that they got. But that's what you're there for. They also want you to know that there is a very controlling feminine energy in their life, whether that feminine energy is in a male body or female body. There's a very controlling feminine energy in their life that they are trying to untangle their contract or commitment with. Okay? The Hierophant here also represents spiritual contracts, and it is in reverse. So this is something that they're trying to break away from, right? So we talked about they're trying to break away from these learnings and programs that they have gotten from or inherited inherited from their parents, right? There is that. But representing those programs from their parents is an intimate partner in their life. And they are trying to unravel that contract with that person, because your person is recognizing that it's toxic. They keep comparing their relationship with you, whether it's just a friendship right now or an intimate relationship with you and this person, and the way that you give them freedom to be themselves, right? You don't dictate what they have to wear, what they have to say, how they have to act, whatever it is, right? You are not their mother, you are not their father. But there's someone in their life who is not their mother and father, who's trying to be their mother and father. Right? So they have a relationship with an intimate partner that's been parentified. And that served your person for a long time, right? Because it allowed them a lack of accountability. They could be the child where all their needs are catered to by this partner, right? And there's no accountability for their bad behavior. But now they want more. They're being called to level up. So that relationship no longer serves them, so they're trying to deconstruct it. Let's look at their heart space energy for you. So that's for the most important thing that they want you to know, that they are in awareness of why they do the things they do. But even though they are in awareness, they may still return to factory settings. Okay? Let's look at their heart space energy for you. We have death. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. We have the Six of Cups. And we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, who is an emotionally manipulative karmic. Now, this could be their energy towards you. Definitely, because that's what we were sensing, that they've gotten some sort of big trigger and now they're in this manipulative energy. So this could definitely be them. Okay? And if this is them, okay, they want you to know that despite their behavior, they do know that you are the soulmate with the Six of Cups here. And they are going to come back. They know that they're going to come back. They're acting out for now. They know that, but they're going to come back. And it looks like they were just acting out because they were frustrated. Look, we have the Three of Wands in reverse here. Three of Wands upright is a card of patience, right? But it's like they've just gotten so frustrated with you not conforming to something that they can control. They've gotten frustrated with life, possibly gotten frustrated with a partner, with some kind of karmic in their life. And it looks like as well, there's also the pressure of a transformation that's here. But this is a transformation that you have brought on. And they know that these changes that are happening within them and around them is because of you. You know, like that song, you came in like a wrecking ball. You've come in like a wrecking ball, and you've broken down all their walls. The walls around their heart, the wall that is their ego. You're breaking all that down. And they're well aware of that. And sometimes, as much as they are embracing and loving the new person that they are becoming, it also pisses them off because they spend so much of their life being this person. This is this egoic person, and that's who they know, and that's their character in the world. And now everything is changing around them, right? Their friendship group, the intimate relationships, their relationships with their family members, their relationships at work, everything is changing all around them, and it makes a person feel very destabilized. And sometimes it's convenient to blame that on you, because if it wasn't for you, they think they'd be living just living their life, and you know, being as happy as they were before. But they weren't happy, they were just unawakened. So as much as they love you, as much as they appreciate you, as much as they are embracing these changes around them, sometimes they find them very difficult, and it makes them act out. I'm not making excuses, I'm just giving reasons. Okay? All right. What do they want you to know right now? Let's get some messages from their 3D self. What does their 3D self want you to know? I couldn't let you get close to me. All right. So if you and your person were going fairly well, something stable is emerging, whether it's a friendship, maybe an even romantic relationship, and then suddenly they pull away. It was just a trigger. Massive trigger. Okay? Massive trigger. You were getting too close. They felt, for some of them, they could have felt suffocated. For some of them, but I think for most of them, it's just that their ego was triggered, right? I also think that for some of them, as much as they enjoy the closeness and the intimacy, closeness and intimacy does make them think about the possibility of pain, right? Because only the persons that are close to you that can hurt you. And it made them think of past pain in their relationships. It made them think of, what if you abandon them? Again, the abandonment wound with their mother. I'm cropping up again. Okay. They know that they can't control you, and anything that they can't control is, you know, this outlying factor in their life, and they don't like that. Those kind of free radicals in their life, they don't like that. Okay, so they're like, you know what, I just need to pull back. This is getting too deep. Right, so you triggered some sort of alarm. Right, some sort of tripwire there, and then bam, the defenses came up. I can't stop thinking about you. So even though they pull back, you are always ever present in their energy, in their thoughts, their mind, their heart. They can't escape you anyways. Okay, they can only run away for a little while, right? They can't escape you. Just sometimes, you know, you can't escape them. They will always be part of their life. It's just that the relationship will be one where you guys will decide the form that it will take, but they will always be part of your life. So I think this person thinks about you, they fantasize about you, even at the most inconvenient times, because they're even showing me like someone in the group of, like in a group of friends, they're supposedly having a good time, and your person physically they're there, but mentally they're in some sort of adventure with you. I replay our conversations over and over. Yes. Everything that you guys talk about, it runs like a tape in their head. And there's specific things that you may have said that this person holds on to like a treasure. Because my guys have showed me Smeagol. My precious. Your words are precious to them, because some of your words are the most validating things that they've ever heard in their life. So they hang on to them like gold. You were the best thing in my life. Yeah. They know your value, you know. Whatever is happening, and I want this to be very clear. Whatever is happening does not reflect the value that they place on you, and certainly the intrinsic value that you have in yourself. Okay? It has nothing to do with you. This is them being triggered by their own wounding. Okay? It doesn't say anything about who you are as a person or how valuable you are as a partner. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. This is them just being triggered. And of course, the ego stepping in to protect itself. Okay? All right. So, based on what we are seeing here, what can we expect will be this person's next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading? And what I'm going to do in the extended, I will channel a message from my main guy, Janice, about this connection. And I'm also a message for the collective. And then I'm going to get a message from the ancestors and what they have to say about this whole situation and anything else that they may want to bring through, okay? All right, we have Justice in reverse. We have Strength card in reverse. We have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Four of Cups in reverse, which is a card of insecurities. All right, so what's going to be the next action towards you? Well, eventually, eventually they will come forward and talk to you, okay? But they're going to be basically giving their power away to their thoughts, especially their thoughts of their past relationships. This is going to be dominating their mind. And perhaps they need to think about that, right? To really get a clear picture of what happened, right? But this is going to be dominating their thoughts. The pain from the past. Because this is what's really triggering them right now. Okay, and that's why they've pulled back from you. That's why they don't want you to get close to them, right? It's because of these thoughts about what happened in the past. And maybe it's going to be repeated. And maybe I'm being punished. And maybe I'm meant to suffer in this life. All these little thoughts. And maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe this person who doesn't really want me. There's so many different things that they're going to be talking about. I'm going to be thinking about. Maybe they will be talking about it to other people. Who knows? But they're going to be giving their power away to this. But within a month's time, they are going to find resolution. And you are going to hear from this person. Look, we have the Eight of Wands here. They want to talk to you. And I think they're going to be wanting to talk to you about the way they feel. And they might tell you about something that happened in the past. Because they want you to understand. Okay? Alright. Guys, I hope that this was helpful. If it resonates with you, you can join me in the extended. Let's get that message from Janice. Okay? About this relationship. And I know she always gives a message for the collective. Then we're going to ask the ancestors if they have anything that they want you to know right now. And then we're going to close off with some advice. Okay? My loves, take care. Much love.